Hey guys, it's Kugligam with another ROM review, and this time I've got the crDroid version 2.5 for the OnePlus 3, so stay tuned for that. So let's get started on the crDroid now. crDroid has been there for quite a long time, and this is one of my favorite ROMs from all of my devices which I owned. So now, what is this ROM? Let's get started now. First of all, in the About Phone page, you can see in the About Phone page there is About Phone, of course, and it is Lineage based ROM. That is the first thing which you need to know. It is based on Lineage ROMs. This is Android 7.1.1, the latest one. crDroid version is 2.5. That is the latest version for this one, and I really appreciate that. Security patch level is March latest and greatest, and kernel version, as I've already said, is Lineage. SNL status is enforcing. Now, this is a feature-rich ROM. And I'm not joking when I say feature-rich, because this does have a lot of features. The previous versions of crDroid weren't this feature-heavy, and I came into this ROM expecting almost some of the same things, but it actually did impress me. Let's get started on the features now. First things first, if you're going to make a interface for all your features, it has to be one of the best interfaces, because everything has an icon which corresponds to what that thing does, and it is really amazing, and that's going to get it some points in the aesthetics department. So yeah, that's one thing. Apart from that, let's get started with the features. Status bar icons are customizable. You can customize them. There is traffic indicator, which is pretty amazing. Weather options are available on the status bar, and it also has Omni JAWS, which is basically this thing. It does have that. It also has Wi-Fi data arrows, which is something which I really appreciated from my RR and Sony Ashes version. Roaming indicator is available if you're roaming. Bluetooth battery status indicator. VoLT icon is toggled in here rather than in the status bar icon, but it is available. Notification count is available. Clock and date settings are available, where you can customize all of these. Font settings are available. Battery bar can be customized. Battery status tile can be customized to whatever you need. There's also override battery tile in the status bar, so you can see that is there. Battery inside the icon, outside the icon is available. One thing which I noticed is that in the quick setting, there is no battery inside the icon, which is kind of sad. If I select no titles for the quick setting tiles, well, I cannot know what battery percentage it is. Also, you cannot enable this thing. I tried only with text you can enable that, but with other ROMs there is an option to enable both of them. When charging, it will enable itself, so that was something of an odd choice. There is show logo and all that is available. Ticker is available. Quick pull down is available. Brightness control by sliding across the status bar is available. Most of the settings are pretty cool. It does have quick setting settle for custom image, Omni JAWS. Quick setting small tiles can be customized rather than making it scrollable, which is what I prefer. That is something which I really appreciate. There's also row customization and column customization, and column can be customized to get this 10, and that is a lot of columns for something like this, and 10 is probably overkill, but 7 is pretty amazing, and I really appreciate that. There is quick toggles for all of these. All of these are available, and you have if you want to see more about these features, you can go ahead and check out in the description below, where I have a video for all the Android custom ROM features, just the features. So yeah, that should be it. It also has sender date and time if you want that. That is pretty cool. Button settings are available, where you can customize backlight, power button options, home button option, and now this is a Lineage based button setting, so it is going to have only these settings, but it's okay. It is adequate enough for most people. Back button, long press to kill back button, kill the foreground app is available, where you can customize that. Recent button customization is available. Volume button, playback, and keyboard cursor control is available, which I really appreciate. Navigation control, now it does have PI controls, which is the PA PI, so you do have that. Navigation bar can be enabled, and there is navigation mode, smart bar offline setting. Notification, you do have power notification controls, which is on by default. You do have all of these options. Breathing notifications, heads up display can be customized for timeout, and snooze timer, which I normally keep disabled. Display options, there is ambient display options, where you can override the settings and get all of these to be tailor-made for you. That's pretty nice. Transparency settings are available for the shade shades, I guess, it does work out if you want to customize that. Blur options are available. Expanded desktop, full screen alarm is available. Lock screen options are available, where screen shortcuts and swipe shortcuts on the bottom corners are available. You can customize that. Media cover out, you can customize that. Alarms, display status bar. If you don't want to do that, you can just disable that. Double tap to sleep, notification count can be enabled. Quick setting accessible from the lock screen, and power menu accessible from the lock screen, so that is also available. Power menu can be customized. It does have on the go mode. It doesn't have the alpha value for on the go mode, but I really appreciate that though. Recent screen, now it does have the AOSP recent screen, and you can customize that with all of these. You can see there is memory bar and all that, and clear all button can be enabled. It does also have Omni switch and also slim recent, which is pretty cool to have. Sounds, now in the sounds option you can enable charging sounds, which is pretty cool. Screenshot sound, volume step can be customized. Launch music player when connecting. Headphones, volume up, volume down, exit D&D mode, that is also cool. The animation settings, you do have system animation, which you can customize to whatever you need. Disable animation if you don't want anything, and that's going to be really quick. It does have toast animation, power button animation, so you can customize from that. All of these are available. Even scrolling cache can be customized, fancy quick setting animations, all that. Now in the miscellaneous option, you do have C clock, which is the normal lineage base staple, which is pretty cool. Wakelock Blocker is available if you want to do that. Suspended action is also in this version, and it's making its way to a lot of ROMs. Screenshot time can be customized to drag selection or take screenshot, full screenshot. There is swipe to screenshot also, which is there. But unlike in the Resurrection remix, both these are linked to the same action. So yeah, you can't use both of them. In call do not disturb is available. Disable suggestion in the settings bar. Show CPU if you want to see that, if you roll like that. And then about crDroid, there is changelog and all that, which I guess is incomplete, but hey, it is probably going to be completed. And yeah, that is it in the settings menu, and that was a lot of settings. And from what I remember with the crDroid, there were nearly this many settings previously, but it was still a feature heavy ROM. Now it has just cranked up to 11, so I really appreciate. In the display options, there is live display, which is Lineage OS based. Ambient display pickup and pocket mode is available. Prevent accidental wake up does work out. All of the other stuff is basically similar. Now gesture options are available, which is the new Lineage style gesture option, which is really cool. I really appreciate that. The alert slider does work out, and that is a new thing for crDroid in my opinion, because all the time previously whenever I used crDroid, that thing was just not working. So that's a good thing. I guess that should be it about the features then. Let's get started with the grading. As I've already said, features. I was pleasantly surprised with all these features, and that is going to get it a little bit higher marks than normal 7. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because it does have a lot of features, but still, it is not in the same league as something like AOSP Extended or Resurrection Remix. So it has a bit more to go if you want the top spot, but right now 8 out of 10 it is. Now the battery life. Battery life in this ROM was also pretty surprising for me. For a Lineage ROM, the screen on time for this was about 4.5 hours. And that is not normal for me. I really like the battery life on this one. I'm not sure what they did, what the developer did with this ROM, but the battery life has been really great. And the standby time is also pretty nice. Overnight it only dropped down to about 5% while using everything. So yeah, that is still there. Screen on time of 4.5 hours for a Lineage based ROM is unheard of for me, so I really like it. Now the performance. Now I guess performance is where it actually got bit a lot. Right now, the score which I received was about 123,000 in the last run, averaging it about 121,000, which is the lowest score which I received for a ROM after I started grading. And I guess any time I haven't received a score this bad on any ROM. Now, obviously, this is a synthetic test. This won't matter in a real life scenario, but still, the score of 121,000 is below normal. So yeah, the performance, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10 because it is the lowest I have received, and it's gotta show. Now comes the stability. I really didn't have any issues with the stability of this ROM. I didn't have any FC issues. To think of it, I really didn't have any FC issues from the time I've used it. I've used this for about 2 days, and I didn't have any FC issues. And previously in the power RAM menu, whenever I started power RAM, it would give me a lib error, native library errors. that has been fixed, I guess. Of course, being a lineage based ROM, it is going to have FB call. It doesn't work out. IRCTC app does not work because it is rooted, and this still has Magisk and still it doesn't work, which is kind of strange for me. Stability, I'm gonna give it a decent normal score of a 7 out of 10. Now comes the camera quality. Now camera on this is, well, again, pretty basic. Didn't have much issues with it. The camera quality is decent enough for a normal custom based ROM. Again, as you see here, there are quite a lot of visual glitches here and there, but I guess that is same for most lineage based ROMs also. Oxygen cam does work out very well, and that is a good thing, and I really do appreciate that. I didn't really have any issues where the photo was not even clicked or it just forced close and refused to take a photo, so I guess that's a good thing. It does work out very well, so 7 out of 10 it is. Now the aesthetics of the ROM. Again, as I've said, the aesthetics are going to differ because of the menu layout. I really like the menu layout for some reason. It is normal material design, nothing special there. It does have substratum, which is normal and nothing special there. But the menu layout, it does really speak to me because this looks better. I don't know why. I just like it. So it's gonna get a 7.5 out of 10. That's 0.5 more than normal what I gave. So yeah. Now comes the overall experience. As I've said, I really didn't have any issues with this ROM, and I do appreciate what this ROM can do. It does work out very well, but so does all the other ROMs. But the features and battery life is pretty phenomenal. Performance score is 5.5 out of 10, but that doesn't really differ it away from the experience of it. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10 because it is better than most. But for me, experience is a very personal thing, and I just don't really get a lot different things from it. So yeah, 7.5 out of 10. So let me show you guys the boot animation, which has been changed, and that is pretty cool. So here is the boot animation for crDroid version 2.5, and I guess after 2.3 or 2.4, boot animation was changed, and that is a pretty sick looking boot animation. Not the material design which we are used to, but it's a welcome change, honestly. So really cool. So that should wrap it up about this ROM then. In conclusion, it was a very good ROM. I really like it. And I'm gonna give it an overall score. The math goes down to 7.14 out of 10. I'll round it out to 7.1 because, hey, why not? And it's a great ROM for a great daily driver. And that is probably it about the ROM. I guess how much is it about the ROM then? Hope you guys liked the video. Please share, subscribe, and like the video if you found it useful. See you guys next time. Bye.